Is this another boring attorney video? No, this is an exciting video about what to expect at your pre-trial hearing in Seattle or Washington State. My name is Lance Fryrear, and I'm the Defender of Justice. Defender of Justice. Defender of Justice. Defender of Justice. And I don't normally look like this. I look like this because I'm an attorney. I'm the owner of the law offices of Lance Fryrear. We're a criminal defense firm located in Linwood, Washington that have been defending people charged with crimes for more than 20 years. And I can tell you that, myself included, us attorneys often make the mistake because we've been doing it so long that our clients know what a pre-trial hearing is and what to expect at a pre-trial hearing. And, that's just not the case. If you've never been involved in the criminal justice system before, you've never been charged with a crime, or even if you have and it's been a while, you probably have no idea what a pretrial hearing means. And so, first of all, what do I mean by a pretrial hearing for this video? What I mean is a non-felony charge, and most charges aren't felonies, such as DUI or assault or theft or driving on a suspended license. Non-felony charges that have already been through the arraignment, that was that first court date where you said not guilty, and then get scheduled for a pretrial hearing. So a pretrial hearing is a little bit like it sounds. It's a hearing that happens before an eventual trial. And as hopefully you might guess, almost no criminal cases get to a trial percentage-wise. Most cases get resolved. And the way the cases get resolved is the court sets pretrial hearings to force the parties, that's the attorneys involved, to try to move the case forward. I always tell my clients, you need to be in the building or in the courthouse, but you're in the building, but you're not part of the conversation. Basically, it forces us attorneys, the defense attorney and the prosecutor, to talk about the case and to try to move the case towards a resolution. So if you have a pretrial hearing, you probably also have a jury trial date. Most courts give you a pretrial date and a jury trial date. The jury trial date is a backup in case at the pretrial you say, I want my trial right now. And most people don't want that because of the cost and the stress and the expense and the risk. So you worry about just the pretrial date. So the pretrial date, the client needs to show up in court on time, or if it's on Zoom or video court, because I'm filming this during COVID times, show up on the video, and then just do as the attorney says. When the case gets called, typically you're not going to have to speak about the case unless the case is being resolved that day. Typically the defense attorney may say, Judge, I need some more time. Can I have another pretrial hearing? The judge may go over something called speedy trial with you if you're the defendant, and your attorney will have already went over that with you and basically let you know that, hey, you have a right to have a speedy trial, and we're going to extend the deadline for a trial because you and your attorney want more time to negotiate or do things to improve your position. And then a new pretrial hearing will be set. What you do not expect to see at a pretrial hearing is you do not expect to see the police officer there. You do not typically expect to see the alleged victim there. What you do expect to see is a whole bunch of other people that are also defendants and charges in the courtroom or on the Zoom video, and they're just worried about their own stuff typically. So while it can feel stressful, us attorneys understand that a pretrial hearing typically isn't a real risky or situation to be stressed by, because again, it's the attorneys trying to work on things. What are some things that can happen at a pretrial hearing? Well, sometimes a resolution can be entered, a reduction of charges, a guilty plea to charges, a dismissal of charges. Those usually happen at pretrial hearings after several pretrial hearings have already happened. Sometimes the case could get set for legal motions, where at a motions hearing, we might see a police officer who has to testify. Sometimes the case could get dismissed at a pretrial hearing if it's been worked out ahead of time by the parties. And sometimes it can be confirmed for a trial date and say, hey, we are going to go to trial in a week or two. And this is everybody saying, yeah, we're ready for trial in the future. So that's sort of what to expect at a pretrial hearing. Usually you're going to be in front of the judge with your attorney, maybe for 30 seconds or a minute. There's not much for you to worry about as the client if you have a good attorney. So if you need help, If you're charged with a crime and you want the type of law firm that's going to try to explain these things, we tried to do a much better job when I first started out 20 years ago. Just give us a call. We've been defending people charged with crimes in Linwood and all throughout Washington State for more than 20 years. Give us a call. We'll talk to you. We'll do everything we can to help you, and we'll be there for you. Thank you.